Welcome back to the KEMPIRE Daily YouTube channel. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the uploads. Happy Thanksgiving. I know it sounds very cliche that today should be a day of reflecting on all the things that you can be grateful for, but I think 2020 has been a really important reminder on what's important to each of us and who's important to each of us. Definitely take a moment today just to really reflect. Either write it down or say it out loud, or just to sit in your own space and reflect on all the things that you can be grateful for, including your health, including your loved ones, including your employment. So many different things that we can really, if we really thought about it, be grateful for. I did a longer version of this conversation on our wellness podcast series, Know Better, Do Better, Live Better. A link to that particular episode will be in the description box. But I did want to take this moment, not just to reflect on gratitude and why that's important. As we already know, and maybe you don't know, the more that you're grateful for the simple things in your life, and maybe the big things, the more good things and good energy and more positive things comes to you. But Thanksgiving this year is an important reminder to me of our indigenous people. We talk about it, Indigenous Day on Columbus Day. But let's talk about what Thanksgiving really is about. You know, we as kids, we learned, the Pilgrims and the Indians shared a meal together, but that quickly turned sour. That day was amazing, but the history of America with indigenous people or American Indians has been horrific and continues to be one of the wrongs that America still needs to make right. We talk about slavery and how America needs to make right with that. America still needs to make right with the American Indians. I heard this really amazing quote, and shout out to Bob Roth from the Transcendental Meditation groups. If you don't know, I've been meditating with Transcendental Meditation for the last 3 years. And he said a really important quote. And then I found 2 additional quotes from the leader of the Transcendental Meditation movement, Maharishi. To me, it's so important because it's not just about the indigenous people of America, but the indigenous people of around the world from different countries. And this is the quote: "The destiny of the indigenous people is tied to the destiny of the nation." Maharishi also said in regards to indigenous people and nations, "The greatness of a nation is measured by how it treats its original people." I have to say that again, because when I heard that this morning, I said, this is what the video needs to be about. We need to focus on not just being grateful, not just celebrating this time, but really remembering what the root of Thanksgiving is supposed to be about. The joining of these 2 different cultures coming together. There's a lot of separation right now for a variety of different reasons. But this quote reminded me that we need to bring a focus back to what made America great, why America continues to be great in a lot of different ways. And there's a lot of improvements. And I think one of the things that will continue to improve America and get back to the core of what the Constitution was trying to do, of what the essence of what America was trying to do. For one particular group or just for a selection of group, what we need to get back to providing for every single person. Again, I want to read this quote by Maharishi because I think this is what we need to take into 2021. "The greatness of a nation is measured by how it treats its original people." And if we think about the history of America and we think about how the Native Americans or American Indian or indigenous people were treated, they could have been treated a whole lot better. But it doesn't mean that we can't make those changes now. It doesn't mean that we can't have those conversations now. In life, in our own lives, but also in our country's history, we want to kind of put things to the past. Oh, that happened in the past, that happened in the past. We have no idea how much that past that we put, under a rug or, in the dirt, we don't realize that has not been healed. That has not been made better, not for indigenous people, not for African Americans or any other immigrants that came here to America. I know I got real serious here on this Thanksgiving, but it was such an important reminder for me to bring to you today. And I hope that when you're celebrating around the table with your family, or if it's just with yourself, that you reflect on all the things that you can be grateful for, but also reflecting on how we can make the lives of the original people, the indigenous people of America and around the world, because there are indigenous people around the world, and America is not the only one guilty of not treating these people better. Happy Thanksgiving, and Christmas officially starts now. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the uploads. I'll see you tomorrow.